Hi everyone, we have another Tesla Model Y FSD end-to-end trip. We've just gone to a doctor's appointment, so we're going to go ahead and travel back at this point. I've already put our destination into our navigation. We'll say start self-drive. And we're going to turn out of this busy parking lot. We have a lot of potholes here. See if we can exit this parking lot successfully. And we want to make a left-hand turn out of this parking lot. And it's going to be tough. We have a school bus on our right. We have two oncoming lanes on our left. And we have a car behind us. So we're locked in. Alright, we can make our left-hand turn here. And once we have the green light, we'll be making a left-hand turn onto the main road. And we have our green light, so we'll wait to make our left-hand turn. And we turn onto the main route. I see we have an alert here for autopilot visibility is limited. Clean all dirt and debris or water from the camera. Front camera looks pretty good. Back camera looks pretty good. Side cameras look pretty good too. I guess we just need some cleaning. We have a rear camera here that's telling us our visibility is not great, but our rear does seem to look good for visibility. So we'll see if we can get rid of that. And we have a red light here at a busy four-way intersection. We'll just wait for the green light before we cross through the intersection. And we're starting to move forward. And I think the right lane where we are at is the correct decision to be. This is the right lane to be in. This was the correct decision to make in terms of which lane to be in. We have a very busy plaza on the left-hand side up ahead, and cars wait to turn into there. And it becomes a challenge to try to work your way around those vehicles making that left-hand turn in the left lane. And we're making our way through the intersection. You can see our traffic stacking up in the left turn lane. All of this, all these cars pulling everywhere. We almost had an accident right here in front of us. So that's why I said it was the right decision to be in this right lane. got some bumps on the road. That does make our camera mount wobble. So I just put my hands behind it to stabilize it a little bit so we don't get a huge wobble. And we have a green light, so we're going to travel through this intersection. Once we get over this hill upcoming, that's where we're going to have a couple of busy four-way intersections. So we'll see how FSD does through that. Just coming over the hill, and we can see our intersection coming up with a red light. Actually, it just turned green. We have a green light through our first intersection, and we come up to our second intersection where we have a red light, so we'll come to a stop. We'll wait for the green light, after which we'll go ahead and continue forward. And we have the green light, so we'll go ahead and continue forward. Looks like we have a school bus on the left side of our road, right over here. And we've all come to a stop, so we can stop for the school bus. And we'll continue up the road now that the school bus has made its drop. Slow down for this car, making a right-hand turn into this parking lot, and now we'll continue. And we're in FSD standard mode, going about 43 miles an hour to 45. Feels really safe and controlled, so we'll continue driving. Feels pretty good. Up ahead we have another traffic light with a busy four-way intersection. We'll have a few of those coming up. And we'll come to a stop in the traffic that's here at the light. And we come to a nice safe stop. And we'll wait for the green light. And we have a green light, so we'll start to move forward. And it's not a very long green light. The light's already back to red. So we'll come to a stop again and wait for another light cycle. It's about 55 degrees outside, so we still have a lot of snow here, but I can see the banks are getting lower. Still a lot of snow, though. Hopefully it melts all this crummy snow and we'll be done for this winter. We're just waiting for this green light, and we'll pull out once it's green. And we have the green light, so we'll just wait for cars to start moving forward. And we start to move forward. Great. Up ahead, we have a merge. We'll go from 2 lanes to 1 lane, so we have to merge into this into 1 lane. Yeah, it looks like we've done the merge, so that's great. Up ahead, we're approaching another 4-way intersection. We'll see how the light looks once we get there. Currently, I see a red traffic light at the intersection. Maybe by the time we get there, it will be green. To the right lane, which I think was the better choice. As this road splits into 2 lanes, and up ahead it's going to merge back to 1 lane, but we have to get through a second traffic light before that. Here's our second traffic light, where we will have a red light, so we will come to a complete stop and wait for the green light before taking off. And we have our green light, so we'll proceed through the intersection. And we have to merge back from 2 lanes to 1 lane. So we've put our signal on to merge. And we merge into 1 lane. Up ahead, we'll have another busy 4-way intersection with traffic light, where we will go from 1 lane to 2 lanes. next intersection, we'll have to decide whether to go into the right lane or the left lane. Either one can go straight. And it looks like we're picking the left lane. I have to go around this guy who's sticking out a bit on the right. And we make it around him. Now we are at our position to wait for the green. And we get the green light, so we'll start pulling forward. And after this light, we'll have to merge from 2 lanes to 1 lane again. So we'll see how FSD handles that. And we do our merge no problem. So now we have all our vehicles trying to pull in from the left, from the right, always trying to pull in without notice. So we'll have to be careful. There's a lot of accidents that happen on this section of this road. As we come up this hill, we're going to put on a left turn signal, and we'll be making a left-hand turn. And we've got our left turn signal on, and we'll wait to be able to turn left once it's clear. And let's see how we look. We look clear, so we'll make our left-hand turn. This guy's going to not pull out. Great, thank you for that. As we travel up this road, shortly from now, we're going to come up on 2 4-way stop intersections. We'll have a blinking red light at each one. So we'll have to come to a complete stop at the stop line. And then once it's safe, we'll pull across the intersection straight through. Looks like we're going to come to a stop for this car in front of us that's taking a left-hand turn. So once he turns left, we'll continue on our way. And up ahead we see our blinking red light. So we'll be coming to a complete stop at the stop sign. And here we are. We'll come up to the stop line and come up and do a complete stop. And here's our stop line. We come to a complete stop. Looks clear. We head through. Up ahead, we have our next four-way intersection with blinking red light. We'll do the same thing. We have a long line of cars to that stop sign, so we'll just make our way through. I always think all these traffic scenarios with stoplights and stop signs and busy intersections, cars entering from all sides, parked on the sides, backing up out of spaces. This is a great test for FSD. It's nice to see it handle these challenges well and getting closer to becoming unsupervised. Almost at the stop sign, just a few vehicles in front of us. And we have a stop line here. We come to a full and complete stop, and then we'll go ahead and move forward. And it looks like this is our turn, and off we go. Now that we've made it through this intersection, we can proceed. I didn't think that white car was going to stop, but he did. Up ahead, we have a yellow blinking light intersection. Should be pretty smooth for us to go straight through. We'll see how we do. And we're approaching our blinking yellow light. And we look pretty clear. Cars turning out in front of us, but we have plenty of room, no problem. And we go right through that intersection. I always find these FSD drives very relaxing. Don't even have to touch the steering wheel, don't touch the pedals, just sit back and relax, let the car do its thing. How great is that? So we have some folks taking a left-hand turn here up ahead, so we're going to go ahead and come to a stop so they can make their left-hand turn. It's only a one-lane road, so we'll wait for them to complete their left-hand turn. And they completed it, so we'll proceed. some people making turns on this intersection, so we slow down for that. About half a mile, we're going to go ahead and put our right signal on in preparation for turning right. Doing about 40 miles an hour in a 40 mile an hour zone. It's dead on perfect for FSD standard. Up ahead here, we put our right turn signal on so we can make our right hand turn. And we make our right hand turn. Solar glare here, so I'm going to flip my visor down. Looks like FSD is doing very well even with the solar glare, no problem. Looks like the sun is getting obstructed by those trees, so that helps me. I don't think FSD has an issue either way, but I'd say it drives better than me anyway. At the end of this road, we'll be taking a right-hand turn, so we'll be putting our right turn signal on in preparation for that turn. We'll come to a complete stop at the stop line. Let's see how it does. And we see our stop line here. We're going to take this phone call a little later. Once we go up this hill and to the right, we'll be making a left-hand turn. So I'll be putting on our left turn signal in preparation to turn left. And we'll make our left-hand turn. There we go. Up ahead here, we'll be making a right-hand turn in preparation to park at our destination. So we'll go ahead and put our right signal on, and we'll prepare for our right-hand turn. There we make our right-hand turn. Great. We'll turn down this little corridor on the left. That will take us to our parking area. And we have some great snow melt going on. This is excellent. We're up to 53 degrees. Oh, we just went down to 52. That must be in the shade. And we'll go ahead and turn into this driveway area. And I'll go ahead and park. Excellent. And we'll put the car in park. And that does it, folks. We're back from our appointment. So, that was another successful FSD 14.2.2.5 standard mode drive. End to end. Didn't have to touch the wheel or the pedals. All the way back home. Through multiple cities, traffic intersections, merges, some high snowbanks, left-hand turns. I think we did pretty well. So with that, we'll go ahead and stop the video. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much.